My name is Kiara Emanuel, and today I will be showing you the content and tools that are required from Technology and Teaching, better known as EDU 333. What is Technology and Teaching? Technology and Teaching is a course offered at CalU that demonstrates the use of various online tools that can be implemented into classrooms. The course is designed for education and communication majors. I'm going to take you through a few of these tools and show you their purposes and how it can be implemented into a classroom. The first tool we used in this course was Voki Avatars. An avatar is a computer-generated icon or figure that represents a particular person. One thing I learned about communicating through the use of an avatar is that it can be used globally. The avatar can record information and be sent to any computer in the world sharing that same information. 3 effective ways in which I can incorporate the use of avatars in my profession of education is 1. Expanding my classroom lessons with the use of an avatar to students and teachers in other locations. 2. Create a tool in which if a student is absent, they still have access to the lesson so they are not behind the rest of the class. And 3. A tool that is fresh and exciting to the students that surely grasps their attention. Now you may be asking, what is this figure on the bottom right corner? This is called a QR code. It will appear at the bottom of each slide and will be explained in greater detail later on in the presentation. The next tool we used in this course was Google Drive. Google Drive is a file storage service developed by Google. It allows its users to create files, save them, and sync them with any device. To further demonstrate this, the class was assigned into groups where we were not permitted to leave our seats. Instead, we used some of the chat features that Google offered to communicate with our group. Together, my group mates and I designed a survey that was later sent out to the rest of the class. This project exemplifies the difference between collaboration work, which is having each person work individually, then piecing the work together, versus group work, where it's essential that all members come together and work on each component of the project together. The benefits of this tool is that there's no need to physically meet with your group. All components using this tool can be done and discussed online. For me personally, I learned that collaboration work is just better for me. It works with my schedule and it allows me to give my piece of the project its best ability than piecing it together later with my group mates. A way that this can be used in my profession is that my peers and I, or better yet, my colleagues and I, can come together and form our lesson plans and send them back and forth to each other and just bounce ideas off of each other. The next tool we learned about was Powtoon. Powtoon is very similar to the use of avatars. It is a software used for greater animated presentations and explainer videos. We use Powtoon to display the results that we receive from the survey created using Google Drive. The benefits of using Powtoon, both in general and in the survey project, is that it allows you to use creativity to display your work. You can use cute and funky characters to project your recorded and stimulated voice. They can do silly actions such as kick and fly around the screen. Powtoon can also be viewed on any computer, which is beneficial to those intended audiences that are not necessarily close to you or in front of you. They can be shared anywhere in the world. The next tool that I learned were the tools to assist in formative assessment. Formative assessments are used to guide instruction by letting the instructor and student know what concepts they have mastered and what they still need more instruction on. To get a general feel of assessment tools, I designed 2 assessments using 2 different softwares, Kahoot and Socrative. Since I am indeed an education major, I based my assessment questions on a few educational concepts regarding this course. In doing this, I was able to see some pros and cons in both softwares. In Kahoot, a major pro is that it is fun and creative, something a younger age group would really enjoy and comprehend. A con of Kahoot is that the setup of the question answering process has some visibility issues. In Socrative, a pro is that it can be used in many ways for an older grade, such as quizzes, quick questions, polls, and exit tickets. It provides teachers with question feedback of how the students did. A con is that it's not very adaptable for younger grades. It's a bit complex for them. The next topic that was discussed in the technology and teaching course is digital citizenship. A digital citizen is any person who uses any sort of technological information to engage in society, politics, and government, or simply put, someone who is very active in the world of social media. To further show understanding of our part in the digital world, the class was prompted to create a mini presentation of our media life. The digital simile project consisted of me comparing my media life to something else. I decided to compare my media life to the hit series show Friends, because all of my social media platforms displayed my friends and I on our many adventures. To present my digital simile, I used the iMovie tool provided on my MacBook. The use of iMovie can be used in the classroom to present any type of information in a movie format. It is very clear and present that technology has done nothing but advance over the last few years, leaving us with many trends to follow and keep up with. 3 trends that are currently on the rise is 1, intelligent apps, such as virtual personal assistants, 2, the use of virtual reality and gameplay, and 3, intelligent things, such as the ever so famous driverless car. To display a few trends, I created an infographic using a tool called Piktochart. An infographic is a visual representation that includes statistics, facts, and images. A good infographic has a good balance of text and visuals. Piktochart is an infographic application that allows users to create quality work without an extensive background in graphic design. Piktochart can be used in the classroom to aid students who are visual learners. With the use of many pictures, it helps aid them. The next thing we discussed in this course was how to present an effective presentation. To do this, each student had to create a presentation on anything they wanted to, specifically being something they were skilled on. I decided to do a how-to on babysitting. We also learned a few things on making a presentation effective, such as rule of thirds when using visuals, the 1 idea per slide rule, and the size matters rule. We were also informed on how active learning strategies are used to ensure the involvement of the audience. A few active learning strategies are the use of opening questions, brainstorming, and note check strategies. We also learned that the use of music in presentations can change mood and appeal to the emotions of the audience. The tool that I found most useful was the use of screencasting. Screencasting is the ability to project your voice and live stream of yourself into a presentation. Screencast-O-Matic is a software that allows you to do this. You're actually currently hearing me through the use of this tool in my presentation. Screencasting is essential for doing lessons online and explaining things in a presentation. The benefits of screencasting are being able to express and explain your points rather than just requiring your audience to read your bullet points. The most effective way to present your screencast presentation is to upload it to YouTube and ensure sound quality and create ease for playback and saving. The final tool we learned in this course was Nearpod. Nearpod is a tool that allows presentations to be interactive with the use of assessment tools. It consists of the instructor creating a presentation that can consist of videos, images, quizzes, drawing boards, and polls. The students can then access such polls. The benefits that separate Nearpod from PowerPoint is that it is interactive with audience involvement. It uses Nearpod allows the teacher to dictate the pace at which the lesson will progress. Nearpod can also be used on any device and even has its own app. In addition to the tools we learned in this course, there were also some sidekick things that further helped us use these tools to the best of their abilities. The first sidekick is QR codes. There's a QR code at the bottom right corner of each slide that it applies to. QR codes are like visual URL links. Once scanned, they will take you to whatever the original URL link was. The QR codes attached on this presentation will take you to my examples of each tool I used in this course. The second sidekick used in this course was Padlet walls. Padlet is essentially an online bulletin board. It's a space that a class can use to lay out their ideas and brainstorm off of their peers' ideas as well. The third sidekick is Poll Everywhere, which is an online tool where you can send various polls to people and collect data. The fourth sidekick is the use of an online scavenger hunt, which is a fun way to allow the students to collect information. The fifth sidekick was copyright laws and how to abide by them. Copyright law can be defined as the bundle of exclusive rights granted to the creator of an original work of authorship that has been fixed in a tangible form. Three main things that I learned from copyright laws was that it protects all kinds of work, such as poetry, musical composition, and even sound recordings. It is the entire course of an author's life, with an additional 70 years added, and that it is not necessary to publish work before it can be copyrighted. The final sidekick used was the NET standards. NET is the National Educational Technology Standards. These standards, simply put, are the guidelines for the skills, knowledge, and approaches needed to succeed in a digital age. Listed here are the sources to any pictures used on this presentation that were not my own. Any definitions or outside terms were all taken from Dr. Hoover's D2L course shell along with my class notes. Thank you for watching this presentation on Tech and Teaching EDU 333.